Now, your KAKE First Alert Forecast with meteorologist Tony Laubach.
Well, it has been a beautiful weekend all across KAKE land. Temperature-wise, you've had to deal with the winds. That has been a constant pretty much during the day and night, and we're still seeing those winds with us here. We'll take you outside. Here in Wichita, we've got those south winds at 17. We're not as gusty as we were this afternoon, but 63 degrees, certainly a nice trade-off for that. It's 58 right now in Goodland. You've got a south breeze at 22 miles per hour. And again, we're seeing the winds. We're starting to get the numbers down a little bit here. If you notice here, these are the sustained winds. Nobody is higher than the 20s right now. We do not have the 30-mile-per-hour sustained winds out there. The highest wind speed I see here on the map, Liberal at 29. So close to 30 there, but not quite. And even the wind gust, we're starting to tone those down a little bit as well. Again, with the exception of Dodge City, most everybody else in the 25 to 35 mile per hour range. We've got a few gusts kind of in that 35 to 40 range, but we're starting to bring those numbers down slowly. It is still going to be a breezy night tonight, but we're not going to be seeing it as excessively windy as we did. Now, notice the temperatures in northwest Kansas. Got 50 in St. Francis, 57 in Colby. Kind of look off over kind of in Colorado. You see some of those blues coming in. That's the leading edge of the cooler air that we're going to start to see work its way in here during the day and especially overnight tomorrow. That's going to bring some of the cooler temperatures with it. Meanwhile, though, out ahead of that, most everybody, even at this hour, still in the 60s. We've had a few rain showers try to pop, and you kind of notice that out towards St. Francis there in extreme northwest Kansas here. That is going to be a possibility through the overnight hours. The RPM is kind of picking up on that here. You kind of see the models bringing that little band of rain showers through overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. I think this is going to be a very brief window here. I think what we're seeing now may be about it. We'll get a little bit of a break during the day tomorrow. As that front starts to work its way in, it's going to start to kind of unzip a line of showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms. You see that kind of starting off in north central Kansas, and then it starts to stretch back into central Kansas, likely after dark tomorrow. And then as that line continues to come through, we're going to see more widespread rain, I think, for northern and northeast Kansas, and more isolated or kind of a thinner line of showers and maybe some storms moving through south central Kansas late overnight into early Tuesday morning. Once that clears on out, though, it's going to take the clouds and rain with it. Notice this model, though, is not being as generous with the potential for some light snow across north central and northwest Kansas. I still think that is a possibility, but accumulations are generally going to be a dusting, maybe a few spots near the Nebraska border, pick up half an inch. That's going to be about it. Lows tonight, 40s out across northwest Kansas, otherwise upper 50s to around 60 elsewhere. Tomorrow, as that front works its way through, we're going to see the cooler temperatures. So I think northwest Kansas, it might be a struggle to get out of the 50s, especially if that front comes through earlier. Otherwise, we're looking 70s, and then the shower and storm chances start to pick up as we get into the evening, especially here across south central Kansas. Maybe an isolated shower early. Best chance is going to be Monday night into Tuesday morning, and then we clear out and cool off for the rest of the week. North central Kansas, cooler weather for the week upcoming. We're talking mid-50s to around 60 heading into the weekend. Southwest Kansas, going to be mainly dry for you. That 20% is a generous, but we're going to be in the 50s for next week. And for northwest Kansas, it's going to be a struggle to get out of the 40s with clouds hanging around on Tuesday. And we're going to keep it in the 40s Wednesday, Thursday before warming back up into the 50s, maybe near 60 as we head into the tail end of the weekend.